Guys, being a first-time manager is probably very stressful, and most of you who are small business owners might be going through the cycle of hiring your first employees and building your first team. So this video is to help you to be more confident as a manager and stop fearing face-to-face meetings and learn how to actually become a great leader and grow your company with your employees and not on top of it. By the way, you are on Scale in Peace YouTube channel. My name is Nico and I share growth hacking, productivity tips and self-care advice for small business owners who wants to grow their business with a smile on their face on a daily basis. I'm the former owner of a hostel in Vietnam that became #1. I've shared how I've done this and how you can get also fully booked in 6 months in a free course that I've published on this YouTube channel. Check the link in the description. So management is not easy because you deal with humans, and whenever you deal with humans, it's always uncertain and there's always things that can happen. So that's why probably a lot of small business owners today are still fearful about managing their team and dealing with employees. If that's your case, stick around. I'm going to share with you one of the best tips that I actually learned when I was a manager. So what you want to avoid is to be in the position where you are controlling and you are above your employees, and it clearly shows that you're just going against them and you're trying to see what mistakes they might have made. Nobody likes to be in this position, right? So instead, what I'm suggesting you to adopt is an attitude where you would go toward your employees and act as someone who is willing to help them. And why would you do this, right? Management actually requires great leadership skills, and leadership skills requires to be more human and to be willing to help other people to do their job the best way possible and to be confident in performing in your company. If an employee is going to stick around a long time, they're going to need to know how to do their job properly, and knowing that they have someone above them that can always help them if they need to. Now, the right attitude is always to come up to your employees, and I would suggest you to practice this on a daily basis. Instead of saying, hey, what are you doing? It's more about, hey, how can I help you today performing your job? And whatever the answer, try to shorten down to one blocking issue they might have at the moment where you can help them to unlock this issue. And the goal of this question is not to do the job for them, but it's simply to advise them on how to solve this problem. And if you look at how it works, this is actually beautiful because you position yourself as someone who will always help people out in your company, not as someone who controls them. And by asking this question of what is your blocking issue today and how I can help you to solve it, you really become someone useful for them and who will help them become a better employee and perform their task in a better way. Then what you should train your employees to do is to not just come with the blocking issue on your desk, but to always suggest 1, 2, or 3 suggested solutions that they think would be best to solve these tasks. If you do this, you don't have employees that whenever you ask the question, hey, how can I help you today? They don't just talk about their problems, but they mostly talk about the problem and how they think they would solve it. And then the discussion is about the solutions they have in mind, and they are hesitating about which solution is best. So you just help them choosing the best solution. And if you want to go a step further, then you can explain them the process of how you choose the solution and why you think this one is better. And if they actually found a great solution and you never thought about it, then you can always tell them, okay, so the solution you found now, because it's actually good and I'm validating it, I want this to become the new standard. So you can add this solution in your standard procedures of the company. And then whenever someone faces the same situation, then now you have a new standard procedure. And you can congratulate your employee. You can also make them a great ally for encouraging them to find better solutions for the new problems to come, or the existing problems that have always been solved in a certain way. But then some new people will come up with better solutions, and you can always encourage people to find better solutions. And doing so as well, create a better connection with your employees. And you will see those who you fear will always ask for a raise because they found better solutions or whatever, then, well, first of all, if they are actually good, there is no reason why you should not increase their salary or reward them in a certain way. But you will mostly see that employees who are feeling like their manager is helping them and they are more confident thanks to you will rarely ask for a raise immediately. They will mostly thank you for being able to do their job properly. Because if you ever joined a company as an employee, what you want most likely is to do a good job and feel like you are doing a good job. And that's usually enough. You don't need more than that. So that's at least an advice that I would give for you to train and to approach meetings with your team and approach how you view your managerial role in the company. I hope it was useful. I've made mistakes in the past as a manager, as a first-time manager when I was 24, where I was trying to control the employees or I was scared to meet them face-to-face. And obviously, I've learned on the way, and this is one of the tips that helped me in most situations, including in my past experience as a project manager within a team of 11 employees. So if you liked this advice, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to Scale in Peace, because there are currently 100 videos being posted to help you as a small business owner to get fully booked. And there is a playlist that I'm sharing in the description as well, where you will have all the tips to improve your team management, because if you want to scale your business, you need all your employees to be joining and helping you growing your business. You cannot do this alone. So see you tomorrow and have a great time as a manager.